Thank you for joining me for practice. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And in the description is a link to my Patreon account. If you'd like to offer the donation, it's greatly appreciated. Namaste. Move the flesh from the sit bones. Sit tall. Close the eyes. Place your hands gently on your lap and anchor your sit bones down and reach through the crown of your head. Creating an elongated spine. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Take a moment just to settle into the space. Become aware of the gentle pulsation of breath in the abdomen. And as you draw breath in through the nostrils, trace it all the way down through the chest, the ribs, the belly, and into the pelvic floor. And on the exhalation, lift the pelvic floor, draw the navel in and up, press the breath out through the rib cage and then the chest, and then out through the nostrils. So on your inhale, the breath comes in and goes down. On exhalation, it comes up and out. If you haven't already, add in a gentle ujjayi breath, ocean wave or whisper type sound to the breath. And you can hear that the inhale and exhale are equal, but if it's easier, you can always count. And one more breath here, please. And bring your hands to your heart and let your thumbs touch your sternum. Bow your head to your hands. And set the intention for the practice today to take your time with practice, to go slow, to keep the awareness internalized, to enjoy the complete and full inhalation and exhalation without rushing. So if there's any place in your life right now where you've been pushing or trying to rush through and perhaps not even enjoying the process, and bring that into your intention now. And just ask for guidance around patience. And we'll place that here in the heart, surrounded with unconditional love. And we'll begin with the chant of Om 3 times. Take a deep inhale in. And then a long exhale out. Another deep inhale in. Just lower your chin to your chest. Take your moment to gradually open your eyes. And bring your awareness back. Coming into tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet. Press firmly into the earth. On your inhalation, lift heart, lift sit bones, look up. And on the exhalation, draw the navel back to the spine, round the back. Take the sit bones to the heels, child's pose. Again, inhale, come up. Heart lift, sit bones lift. And exhale, round the back, navel in and back. Bend the elbows, squeeze them towards the midline as you go back to child's pose. And now keep going with your even inhale, even exhale. So feeling all the way in and down, and then exhaling all the way back up and out. And one more. Now open the knees nice and wide, toes touch behind you. Let your heart really soften through your shoulders. Extend your arms forward, let the forehead come to the earth. And really give in through that heart space. And walk your hands to the right. Press your left sit bone down. Bow your rib cage. And feel that left side body open. Can you soften the tops of your shoulders? Really let go. Breathe into the left lung. And then walk back to the center. And then move over to the left side and do the same thing. Right side body opens, right rib cage bows. Breathe into it. And then come back to center. And bring your elbows into the mat. Let your hands come into prayer at the nape of your neck and just soften your heart a little bit deeper. Draw the shoulders down your back. And then plant your hands firmly into the mat with the elbows grounded. And then come up into tabletop with the elbows down and knees in. Tuck your back toes under, lift your sit bones up and away, and come into dolphin variation or forearm down dog. So feet are about hip distance apart, toes are turned in slightly, heels out. So as those toes turn in, there's an internal rotation of the upper thighs. Allow the sit bones to spread. Anchor through the forearms. Feel the spaciousness in the back of the heart. And then continue to take long, deep inhalations and exhalations, pulling the navel deeply in and up under the rib cage at the bottom of each exhale. Two more. Keep pressing into the forearms. Lift the hips just a little bit higher. And then lower your knees to the floor. Take your sit bones back to your heels again. And this time, embryo. Let the hands go near the ankles, round the upper back, soften the shoulders. Breathe down into the kidneys. And then take your hands under your shoulders and roll back up into seated. Fingertips point behind you. Press down into the earth. Ground through the palms and lift the sternum, lift the heart. Stretch right into the shoulders. And feel all the density of contraction of the chest and upper back just melt down through those arms and into the hands. And then roll off your fingertips, pull your sternum forward, and just rest for a moment on your heels. Tall spine, relaxed body. And come forward into tabletop position. Once again, lift heart, lift sit bones, look up. And exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Toes in slightly, heels out. Internal rotation of the thighs. And once again, the navel draws in and up under the rib cage, hollowing out the belly. In your upper body, roll your shoulder heads away from your ears. Squeeze the inner elbows toward one another and press firmly through the whip of your index and thumb. Keep contracting the muscles in the legs so that they hold the weight of the body into the base. The upper body can get nice and long. And then rise onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step forward to your fingertips, and open the feet hip distance apart. Come into standing forward fold, little micro bend in your knee. Let your upper body just really soften over your legs. And fingertips line up with the toes. Crown of the head is relaxed and heavy. And bring the body weight forward just slightly in the balls of the feet and make sure that you feel equal pressure on the inner foot and outer foot. A tendency to roll to the outer foot. Now let the head continue to grow heavy, but take the shoulders away from your ears, elongate the neck. Lift the tailbone high, and as you become more comfortable in the legs, slowly begin to straighten them out. Now you can hook your index middle thumb around your big toe, and on your inhalation, pull your chest away, extend the spine, lift the sternum, reach away from the pubic bone, straighten the legs. And exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, relax your head and neck. And repeat that again. Inhale, pull away. And exhale, soften. Inhale, pull away. And exhale, soften. 2 more. Very nice. Now, bring your hands to your hips and squeeze your elbows tight. And bend your knees if you need to. Press into the feet and slowly rise up to standing and roll the shoulders up and back a few times, just opening up and loosening up any tension there. And then come into standing mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart or big toes touching, space between the heels. Arms down by your side. Gaze directly in front of you or at the tip of your nose. Just feel some softness through the body, some release of tension, and a calming of the nervous system. And we're going to practice moon salutations. So we'll start here. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Toes out, heels in. Come down into squat. Elbows on the insides of the legs, press them apart, hands in prayer. And exhale, turn the toes back in. Forward fold over the legs. Inhale, step the right leg back. Lower the knee down, top of the foot. Keep the fingers in a finger stand. And deepen the low lunge. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop position, heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, round the back, sit bones to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop, heart lift, sit bones lift. And exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Now right leg forward to the fingertips, lower the left knee down. Inhale into low lunge, heart is forward, lean into the lunge. Exhale, step the back foot forward, have your feet hip distance apart, forward fold. Turn your toes out, heels in, inhale into squat, hands in the prayer position. Exhale, turn the toes back in, go back to squat. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. This time, step your left leg back first. Low lunge, fingers in a finger stand, lean into the lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach. And exhale, heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, toes out, heels in, squat. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back, low lunge. Fingers in a finger stand, lean into it. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop position, heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, child's. Inhale, stand on the knees, bring the arms up over the head. Exhale, child's. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Step the right leg forward, lean into the lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Toes out, heels in, squat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Toes out, heels in, squat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg goes back, lower knee, top of the foot. Inhale into low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's. Inhale, stand on the knees, arms reach. Exhale, child's. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, toes out, heels in, squat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And just stand for a moment and feel the different energy of the moon salutation versus the sun salutation. A little bit slower pace, a little more calm. So bring your big toes to touch space between the heels. Arms down by your side. Inhale the left arm up. And float down to your right side. Press to the outside edge of your left heel. Anchor down. Tailbone lengthens. Lower belly lifts. Half moon one. And traditionally gaze up at the inner arm. If it's more comfortable, gaze at the wall. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, arm by your side. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, float. Tailbone lengthens, lower belly lifts. Breathe. Traditionally, you can look up or keep your gaze at the side wall. Let your breath move you. Inhaling, expanding. Exhale, softening. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your arm. Starting here at the front of your mat, step your right foot back. Line your front heel with the arch of your back foot. Inhale your arms long. And exhale, lengthen over that front leg, sending your hips back behind you, but don't come down. Inhale, come up like someone's pulling your arm back. Exhale, lengthen down like someone's pulling your arm forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale. Lengthen as far forward as you can. And then the hand goes down to the shin, ankle, foot, or floor. Right arm lifts. Press into the ball of the front foot. Press to the outside edge of the back heel. Really ground through the root of the big toe. Reach the sternum away from the outer heel. So the torso is long, heart is open. Lean back with the chest. Again, traditionally gazes up at the hand. If it bothers your neck, just look neutral at the horizon line. And take a couple more breaths here, please. One more. Full, complete inhales, full, complete exhales. Inhale, press into the feet, come up, turn your toes in, bring your hands to your hips for just a moment. Just switch the feet so right heel lines up with the arch of the left foot. Inhale, the arms long. And exhale, reach forward, sending your hips back behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. This time we're going to go as far as we can. So extend the torso till you can't go any further. And then the hand can come down to the shin, ankle, foot, or floor, however you'd like to hold the position of the hand. Sometimes you can also hook the index middle thumb around the big toe. But you're going to push the ball, the front foot, away from the back heel. Send your sternum away from your pubic bone. Lean back with your chest. Gaze up at the hand, fingers are together. Or keep your neck neutral. One more. Look down at the floor, press into the feet, come back up. Turn your toes in, hands to hips, and rest for a moment. And then step back to the front of the mat. Find Samastitihi. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway into monkey pose with a flat back. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank. You can lower the knees to the floor, squeeze the elbows tight. Modified chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. 5 breaths. Really concentrating on lifting the pelvic floor and core at the bottom of each exhale. Roll your shoulder heads away from your ears. Hug the inner elbows toward one another. And at the bottom of the 5th breath, come onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look at your hands. Step forward to your fingertips. Inhale into monkey pose with a flat back. Exhale in forward fold. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands down by your side. Samastiti. Hands to your hips. Step the right leg back, wider stance. Turn the right toes straight. Heel lined up with the arch of the foot. Now, if you need a block, you can have one handy nearby. Otherwise, you can use the body as your props. Inhale the arms long. And exhale, we'll start with the forearm on the thigh. Left arm up and over the head. Bend into the front knee, reach. Inhale, straighten the leg, come back up. This time you can try to reach a little further. Maybe grab the ankle. Left arm up and over the head. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, one more. You can bring the hand on the inside or the outside of the foot on the floor or block, and we're going to stay. So extend the fingertips away from the outer foot. In any of those positions, the forearm, the ankle, the floor, any of those positions are great. Now reach the outer foot away from the fingertips. Elongate the left side body. Breathe deeply here. Press the right knee towards the arm if it's behind you, or the arm into the knee if it's in the front. Gaze at the left inner arm or neutral at the horizon. A couple more breaths. Keep hugging the navel in and up. As you hug the navel in and up, you'll feel a deepening in the core. And then bring your fingertips to the floor. Pivot on the ball of the back foot and see if you can shift your block forward. Now, you may not need a block at all for half moon 2, but you can decide once you're there. Put the weight forward into the right foot and sweep the left leg up. Right hand on the floor or on the block. Left arm reaches up into the air. Stack left hip over right. Keep the gaze at the floor or bring it to the horizon or the sidewall when you feel comfortable. And just like those other poses, we're leaning back with the chest, Keeping everything nice and open, engage that left leg a little higher. Breathe deeply here. And now gently bring that left leg down, turn your fingers in, toes in, to the center. Inhale the fingertips underneath your shoulders, lift your heart. And now exhale, forward fold, walk your hands through your legs and just surrender, just let go. Press equally into the outside edges of the feet. Keep letting the upper body soften. Navel actively hugs deeply in and up under the rib cage. Hands to hips, scoop the heart as you come up. Turn your left toes out. Line the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Inhale the arms long. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Reach the right arm up and over the head. Extend. Inhale, come back up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Left hand reaches for the ankle. Right arm up and over the head. Inhale, extend. And exhale. Hand to the floor. And then here you can either keep the hand on the inside or to the outside, on the floor or the block. But bend deeply into that front knee. Reach the outside edge of the back foot and extend the fingertips. Feel the whole right side body opening. Breathe deeply here. Push the arm into the leg, leg into the arm. Two more. And then bring your fingertips to the floor. Pivot on the ball of the back foot for just a moment. Hold that position. And now again, use your block if you need to, putting it 6 to 10 inches in front of the left big toe. Body weight comes forward into that left foot, hand on the floor or block. Then reach the right arm up in the air. Stack the right hip over the left. Press down through your supporting leg. Lean back with your chest. All the same actions we were doing in those other poses. Reach the heel away. Breathe deeply. If you're comfortable, turn your gaze to the side wall. And then bring your fingertips down, take them to the center, turn your toes in, and inhale, extend your heart. Exhale, melt through the legs. Maybe crown of the head touches this time. If so, chin is tucked in, back of the neck is long, shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe deeply. From here, we'll bring the hands under the shoulders, extend the heart, walk over towards your front foot, pivoting on the ball of the back foot. And now lower the right knee down. We're going to walk this left foot beyond the left hand. Setting up for pigeon pose. Now again, if you need some sort of prop underneath your hip, make sure you have a blanket nearby. But as we walk that foot to the outside of the right wrist, you can let the shin angle in whatever way it naturally wants to do that. Tuck your back toes under, extend the back leg back, lower the knee down, top of the foot. If the left hip is off the earth, give it a little prop there with your blanket. Fingers in a finger stand, inhale, extend. And exhale, walk it out. Start on the forearms, just let the whole upper body come down when you feel ready. And just easing your body into it. And the key here is to have equal pressure in the stretch of the left hip as well as the pressure down through the supporting right leg. Deep breaths. And if the body softens, maybe go further. Full inhales, full exhales. Take your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck the back toes under, extend the left leg all the way up in the air. And then exhale it down. Other side. Lunge your right foot forward to the fingertips. Lower the left knee down. Walk that foot beyond your left hand. And then as the knee comes down, if the shin angles, that's okay. That's where you're meant to be. If the hip feels like it's way off the earth, make sure you get a prop there. Fingers on either side of the hips. Tuck your back toes under. Extend that leg back. Lifting the knee for a moment so the hips fall into place. And lower the knee down top of the foot. Inhale, fingers beside the hips. Extend the heart. And exhale. Walk it out, starting on the forearms, letting the body adjust. Let the whole of forearms and upper body come down when you're ready. Keep pressing into the top of the left leg, balanced with the right hip. And tuck the back toes under, extend the right leg all the way up in the air. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the floor. Sit bones to the heels. Child's pose. And then scoop your nose, chest, chin across the earth. And come down onto the belly. Fingertips lined up with the tops of your shoulders. Elbows and shoulders are pulling back. Feet are about 4 to 6 inches apart. Anchor down through the big toe and pinky toe. And inhale, just come halfway up. Exhale, turn your cheek to one side and come down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And keep going with your breath, dynamic cobra. as you're doing this, you can get a little higher with each round. Try to maintain the back doing the work so we're not just overusing the arms. One more. Now stay, turn your cheek to one side, arms by your side, and just rest. And turn your cheek to the other side and rest. And grab onto the tops of the ankles with the hands. Draw the knees into the midline. And we're going to roll over onto our left shoulder. Left side body. Coming into bow pose, but here on our back. We're going to let the big toes touch. And get that left shoulder under you as much as possible. So the heart is really open. Tailbone absorbs in, lower belly lifts. And just breathe here into this more passive back bend, still getting all that spaciousness for the front body. And the completion of the pose is to look over the right shoulder, lifting the head off the earth, gaze over. Full, complete breaths, all the way through to their completion. We'll do the other side. So come back down on your belly to rest for a moment. Turn your cheek to the opposite side it was before. And then bend your knees, grab onto your ankles with your hands, roll over onto your right side. Big toes are touching, space between the heels. And try to get that right shoulder under you as much as possible. Push the front body open and feel the depth of the back bend. Breathe here. Lift your head for the last few moments. Gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe deeply here. Keep absorbing the tailbone. Keep letting the front body release. And then come back down. And turn your cheek to the opposite side. Relax your legs. Arms rest. Turn your cheek to the other side. Roll over onto your back. Make sure that you have a block handy nearby. Extend your legs straight up in the air. Hook your index middle thumb around your big toe. And now lengthen your spine. So take your tailbone away from the crown, chin in, back of the neck long. So you really want to feel that long, straight, flat spine. Earth's completely supporting it. Keep reaching the tip of the tailbone down towards the earth. And breathe deeply here. Keep lifting through the inner ankle, reaching the pinky toe side of the foot down. Now draw the legs just a little closer. And then open the legs out wide and let gravity open the legs further as you hold on to the toes with the index, middle thumb. Weight of the arms can help the stretching. Continue to let go, but lengthen the tailbone away from the crown. Breathe into the sensitive areas. And then on your next inhale, close the legs up. And exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Hug them in. And cross your right knee over your left knee. If you can tuck your toes under your calf, great. And if not, don't worry about it. Arms open up wide into a T. Take the knees over to your left as you look to your right. And just surrender. Use your core strength to come back to center. And now keep the legs the way they are and just take them over to the right. And gaze over your left shoulder. And keep surrendering through your belly button. One more. And then come back to center, release your knees, and let's do the other side. So can you think of crossing the opposite knee over? Maybe the toes touch, maybe they don't, that's okay. And once again, the knees are gonna go to the left first. Gaze over the right shoulder. And keep surrendering your belly. Full, complete breaths. And then slowly come back. Keep the legs the way they are and take them over to the right. And look over your left shoulder. And let gravity do most of the work for you. But keep breathing fully and consciously. And then just come back to center and have your feet flat, knees bent. Make sure your block is handy nearby. With your feet flat and your knees bent, arms down by your side, just gently roll up and down the spine, inhaling and then exhaling. And think of this like a nice massage. Just inhale, roll off the spine. Exhaling, roll down. Keep going. Good. And then on your next one, inhale, roll all the way up. Reach as high as you can on the balls of the feet. Slide your block underneath your sacrum, ideally on the tallest edge. But if the tallest edge isn't enough, you can go on the middle or you can go on the flat edge. And then extend your legs up into the air. Arms can be down by the side, palms up. It should feel effortless. Using the block to do the work. And just breathe deeply here, that long, complete breath, inhaling in and down to the pelvic floor, exhaling up and out. And now slowly one leg comes down and then the other. You can shift your block for a minute and enjoy supported bridge, taking your shoulders a little deeper under the body. Easy breaths. And then slowly rise onto the balls of the feet, slide the block out, and one vertebrae at a time, just roll your spine back into your mat. You can let your knees fall into one another, so it takes no effort to hold up the legs. And just rest. And then from there, you can just start to wiggle your feet forward and then come down for Shavasana. If you have an eye pillow, place the eye pillow over the eyes. And feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. Arms are down by your side, palms face up. Shoulder blades are tucked underneath you. Relax your jaw. Settle in. And just completely let go. just slowly begin to deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, and you can roll wrists and ankles. Without rushing, just gently draw your knees into your chest. Or if you need a good morning stretch, take a full stretch. And eventually curl to your right side into fetal. Rest there for a moment, arm under the head. And then placing your hand into the earth, slowly come back up into seated. Head and neck heavy, eyes closed as you come up. If you like, you can prop your sit bones up for a few moments here of pranayama meditation. Arms by your side or down by your knees. Tall spine, relaxed body. Take a moment to find your breath again. Full, complete inhales, full, complete exhales. Now bringing your attention to the tip of your nose, breathing in from the tip of the left nostril to the third eye, space between the eyebrows, and exhaling from the third eye out the right nostril. Inhaling in through the right nostril to the third eye, and exhaling from the third eye out the left nostril. This completes one round of mental alternate nostril breathing. Inhaling in through the left, to the third eye. Exhaling from third eye out to the right. Inhale right, to third eye, and exhale left. And keep going, making this inverted V. For some of you, the sensation of the breath may be enough, but if you'd like, you can add in the visualization of white light coming in, meeting at the third eye, white light going out, and that white light coming in again, joining light that already exists at the third eye, and exhaling white light out. And when it comes out, just let it go only an inch or two below the rim of the nose. Keep going. Don't rush the breath, total, complete breaths. And now, when you complete the left nostril exhaling out there, just take a moment to breathe equally in through both nostrils to the third eye, and then draw that deeper into the midbrain. And then exhale from the midbrain, out both nostrils. And please continue. And on your next inhale into the midbrain, hold your attention there in the midbrain. Relax all effort with the breath and just maintain your awareness in that light emanating from the midbrain. Absorb the mind into it. Dissolve. And lower your chin to your chest and begin to deepen your breath. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. And go back to the intention we set. Trust that you received what you could receive and let the rest go. Remember to slow down and practice patience as a form of self-care in a busy world. Let's seal this practice with a chant of Om. Swasti Prajapya Paripariyantam Yagyena Magyena Mahimahisha Gobra Manabhya Shivamastu Nityam Lokaha Samasaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om.